Did you know that the average American home has 300,000 items inside? And yet, we keep buying more. In fact, the average person spends $1,200 a year on things they don't need. That's a lot of cash for clutter. But what if I told you that you could have a richer, more meaningful life by owning less? It sounds crazy, right? But it's true. By embracing minimalism, you can cut back on stress, save money, and create space for the things that really matter. In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to share some powerful strategies that will help you live a more frugal and fulfilling life. You'll learn how to declutter not just your home, but your mind and your time. You'll discover how to spend less while still living big. From mastering the one in, one out rule to freeing yourself from toxic relationships, this video will change how you think about stuff. Ready to start your minimalist journey? Let's dive in and transform your life, one step at a time. Chapter 1. The 30-Day Purge. Declutter your life, not just your closet. When we think about minimalism, the first thing that comes to mind is often a tidy, clutter-free home. But minimalism goes far beyond your physical space. It's about creating room for what truly matters, mentally and emotionally. A great place to start is with a 30-day purge. Over the next month, try to get rid of one unnecessary thing each day. You'll be amazed at how quickly your surroundings and mindset can transform. But here's the twist. Decluttering isn't just about physical items. Declutter your digital life too. We store a ton of clutter in emails, old apps, and digital files we don't need. In fact, the average person has over 1,000 unread emails sitting in their inbox. Imagine the mental space you free up when you clear all of that out. Start with something simple. Clean out your email. Unsubscribe from newsletters you don't read. Delete messages you'll never need again. If you're feeling ambitious, organize your inbox into folders. Next, tackle your phone and apps. Are there any apps that you haven't used in over a month? Uninstall them. You'll free up more space and reduce mental overload. Don't forget your social media. Studies show that social media can contribute to mental exhaustion, leaving us drained and unproductive. A quick decluttering here might involve unfollowing accounts that don't add value to your life or creating social media boundaries, like limiting your time on platforms to 30 minutes a day. Simple steps like these make a huge difference. Lastly, apply the same principle to mental clutter. Ever feel overwhelmed by a to-do list that never ends? Try the 2-minute rule. If a task will take you less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. For larger tasks, break them down into smaller, manageable parts. This gives you a sense of control and lessens your mental load. Chapter 2. Frugal Firsts. How to start living big on a tiny budget. Living on a tight budget doesn't mean you have to sacrifice happiness or experiences. The idea of frugal firsts is simple. Embrace the challenge of living well while spending less. Think of it as a game where every frugal choice leads you closer to your minimalist lifestyle goals. Start small with budget meals. Instead of eating out, make your favorite restaurant dishes at home. You can recreate a $50 meal for just $10 if you know how to shop smart. Meal prepping is key. Research shows that meal prepping can save you as much as 30% on your food bills. By planning ahead, you reduce impulse buying and avoid wasting food. Next, let's talk about secondhand treasures. Thrift stores, flea markets, and online marketplaces are goldmines for frugal finds. The global secondhand market is projected to reach $82 billion by 2025, showing just how popular thrifting has become. You can find high-quality clothes, furniture, and even electronics for a fraction of the price of new items. Not only will you save money, but you'll also contribute to reducing waste. Another area to explore is swap culture. Trade items you no longer need with friends, neighbors, or through online platforms. You'd be surprised how many people are willing to swap things like books, clothes, or even services. This is a win-win way to get what you need without spending a dime. A big part of frugal living is about choosing experiences over things. Research shows that people are happier when they spend on experiences rather than material items. This could mean cooking a meal at home for friends instead of dining out, or taking a walk in nature instead of spending money on entertainment. Simple activities like these often provide more lasting memories than a shopping spree ever will. Chapter 3. Time is money. How to cut costs by reclaiming your time. Time truly is money, especially when it comes to frugal living. The more time you have, the more you can focus on the things that matter most, and save money while doing it. Let's dive into some time-saving strategies that will help you live more frugally. Start with DIY projects. When you can do things yourself, you save both time and money. Need new shelves? Skip the furniture store and find some old crates or pallets to upcycle. Want to create your own cleaning supplies? It's easy and inexpensive. A quick internet search can give you recipes for homemade cleaners using ingredients you already have. Time blocking is another game changer. This is when you dedicate specific blocks of time to certain activities. For example, instead of mindlessly scrolling through your phone, you could set aside 30 minutes each day to knock out small tasks like cleaning, organizing, or meal prepping. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish when you stay focused. Another tip is to automate repetitive tasks. Set up automatic bill payments, grocery deliveries, or subscriptions for things like toilet paper or cleaning products. Amazon's subscription services have saved consumers an average of $150 per year, just by reducing trips to the store. This small time investment can help you avoid wasting time on mundane errands. Let's not forget about time-saving hacks in the kitchen. Simple things like chopping vegetables in bulk or freezing leftovers can save time in the long run. A lot of people waste time figuring out what to cook for dinner every day. But with a little planning ahead, you can make meals in batches and freeze them for later. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of saying no. This might sound simple, but overcommitting your time can lead to unnecessary spending. If you're constantly going out for drinks with friends, for example, those $5 lattes and dinner bills add up quickly. Learn to politely decline and suggest cheaper or free alternatives. You'll be surprised how many people appreciate your honesty and creativity in finding fun, frugal options. If you're enjoying this video and want more tips on living a minimalist life, make sure to hit that subscribe button. There's so much more to come in this journey of simplicity and saving. Chapter 4. The Art of Letting Go. Minimalism in Relationships and Experiences. Minimalism isn't just about possessions. It's about letting go of anything that doesn't add value to your life, including relationships and experiences. This chapter is about taking a step back and reassessing the people and activities that fill your time. One powerful approach is to practice emotional minimalism. Relationships can weigh us down if they're unhealthy or unfulfilling. You don't have to keep toxic people in your life just because of history or obligation. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that toxic relationships can decrease our overall life satisfaction by 30%. Letting go of negative influences allows space for healthier, more positive connections. But what about the people you're not ready to let go of yet? It's time to set boundaries. If you feel drained after spending time with someone, it's okay to limit the interaction. Setting clear, respectful boundaries is one of the simplest ways to protect your mental and emotional energy. And it doesn't make you a bad person, it makes you someone who values their well-being. This same concept applies to experiences. We're often told to say yes to everything to live a full life, but minimalism encourages you to focus on experiences that genuinely align with your values. Studies show that people remember experiences longer than material possessions. Instead of attending every social event, think about which ones will truly enrich your life. Whether it's a quiet weekend retreat or a family dinner, make room for what truly matters. Decluttering your calendar is another way to embrace minimalism. Overcommitting to activities can leave you exhausted and uninspired. Try a no-plans weekend once a month. Research shows that taking time to simply rest can lead to better productivity and lower stress levels. In the end, saying no to unnecessary commitments helps you say yes to a more fulfilling life. Chapter 5. One in, one out. The secret to sustainable consumption. If you're serious about living a minimalist lifestyle, you'll want to adopt the one in, one out rule. For every new item you bring into your home, commit to getting rid of something you no longer need. This simple rule keeps your life clutter-free and your consumption in check. Start by focusing on things that can have the biggest impact, like clothing. According to a report from the Environmental Protection Agency, over 80 pounds of clothing per person per year end up in landfills in the US alone. The fashion industry contributes to 10% of global carbon emissions. So, by committing to the one in, one out rule, you're not just decluttering your wardrobe, you're helping the planet. For every new purchase, make sure it's something you truly need or will use regularly. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Will it add value to my life? It can be easy to fall into the trap of impulse buys, but practicing mindfulness before making a purchase helps you make better, more intentional choices. If you're into tech, the one in, one out rule works here too. With electronics, it's common to feel the pressure to upgrade every time a new version comes out. But buying the latest gadgets every year doesn't contribute to a minimalist lifestyle. Instead, try to repurpose or recycle older electronics before buying new ones. The average person spends over $1,200 a year on electronics alone, so this strategy can save you quite a bit. Another area where the one in, one out rule works well is with books. Instead of keeping every book you've ever read, think about donating or selling those you'll never revisit. In the US, over 1 billion books are purchased every year, but only a fraction of them are read multiple times. Focus on quality over quantity. By making this rule a habit, you'll start to consume more consciously. It'll help you evaluate what really adds value to your life and what's just taking up space. The goal is to be intentional in what you bring into your life, leading to a more streamlined and sustainable way of living. Chapter 6. Frugal yet fabulous. Elevate your lifestyle without breaking the bank. Minimalism doesn't have to mean giving up on the finer things in life. In fact, you can still enjoy a fabulous lifestyle on a budget. It's all about being creative with how you spend. This chapter is all about finding luxury in the little things while living frugally. Start by exploring alternative travel options. Traveling doesn't have to break the bank. Look into off-season travel when destinations are less crowded and prices are lower. A study by the U.S. Travel Association revealed that off-season travelers can save up to 40% on flights and hotels. Consider staying in hostels, vacation rentals, or house swapping to save money without compromising comfort. When it comes to dining out, why not make it a special occasion rather than an everyday habit? You don't need to eat out every week to enjoy great food. Choose a few quality meals per month at local, affordable restaurants, and cook the rest at home. You'd be surprised how much you can elevate your meals by experimenting with gourmet ingredients that cost a fraction of dining out. If you're into fashion, build a capsule wardrobe. A capsule wardrobe is a collection of versatile clothing that you can mix and match. This minimizes the need to constantly buy new clothes and ensures you always look stylish. The key to a capsule wardrobe is quality over quantity. According to the Journal of Fashion Marketing and Management, investing in high-quality pieces reduces long-term costs and environmental impact. When it comes to your home, find ways to upcycle or repurpose items. Instead of buying new furniture, look for pieces at thrift stores or garage sales that can be easily refreshed with a coat of paint or new fabric. Upcycling can reduce costs by up to 50% compared to buying brand new items, and you'll end up with something unique and stylish. Finally, never underestimate the power of mindful spending. Track your expenses and identify areas where you can cut back. The average American household spends about $18,000 a year on non-essentials like entertainment and eating out. By making conscious choices and prioritizing your spending, you can free up money for more meaningful experiences or savings, all while still living fabulously. If you're enjoying these tips and want more, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's always something new to learn about frugal living and embracing minimalism.